Hi, this is John with Bank Account Bonus Central, and today's video is all about American Express. They have a $250 easy line of credit bonus. I'm going to be talking about how I accidentally made $250 that I just completely did not expect. And this is a nationwide offer. This video, we're also going to be talking about different things regarding to the infinite loop and some vocabulary if that's something you're interested in that you definitely need to learn, and some updates about the infinite loop as well. So before we jump into additional details, have a quick disclaimer. I am a customer of Amex. I am not endorsed by them. I am not affiliated by them. This is my own personal review for informational purposes only. All the screenshots are from the Amex website. All right, so jumping in, when was the last time your bank paid you $250 just for getting approved for a line of credit that you don't actually have to use? You just need to get approved for. So that's a really sweet thing. Um, it's not the first time I've gotten this bonus as well, so that's really cool as well. So I have a $3 million challenge. I want to help at least 1,000 people get at least $3,000 in these videos in 2023, and some people have been making a lot more than $3,000, which is really nice. Really enjoy hearing emails or getting emails about people making a lot more than $3,000 so far this year. So if you can appreciate profitable content like this on a consistent basis, do me a favor and hit this video a huge thumbs up. Definitely do appreciate that. All right, so here's a word of advice to those opening up many accounts in a short amount of time about, we're talking about two different vocabulary words that you need to know in this game: velocity and limits. So the first one is velocity. Velocity is how fast you open up accounts. So hint, normal people don't really open up like 24 checking accounts per year. So even if it is to fund CDs and stuff, um, sometimes they say the best way to get rich fast is to get rich slowly. So when you first initially get into this game, you start applying for stuff and you get approved for like everything. But once you start, people start checking your checks report and you see that those hits start adding up, or your credit reports like, hey, why do you have 10 new credit cards in the past 3 months? So velocity is something you definitely want to keep in mind. You also want to be able to digest what you eat, if you want to use that analogy. So, for example, I go bike riding and I saw a water snake was trying to swallow a catfish, and the catfish was too big. He could not end up swallowing the catfish. Personal example from my life. So I went nuts in January because both Chase Freedom Flex and the Discover It, they both have 5% categories on grocery stores. So I went in one day, and within 10 minutes, I purchased $8,000 in gift cards. And then not all those could I actually use like I wanted them to use to pay off taxes. I still have 700 left. I still need to use. So I'm just trying to deal with that. So velocity, how fast do you open up stuff? Make sure that when you open up one thing that you can actually take advantage of what you have to offer. Got an email today saying, hey, I open up all these accounts now. I can't open up more. It's like, well, yeah. So you got to be careful about how fast you open up accounts. Limits. So it's best to start off slow and then get to know the game and the speed traps. Like I just talked about, buying $8,000 in Visa gift cards, and not all those could. There's two different types I bought. There was the U.S. Bank ones, which I'm still having issued liquidating, and then there was the Pathward ones, and those I could spend really easy. I regret not paying the extra dollar per gift card and being able to spend those much quicker. So there are speed traps out there. So it's best to start off slow, get to know the game, and then start slowly moving up. So a little bit of advice there for what it's worth. So another thing you want to do is don't just get caught up in one thing. Like I've been doing a lot of the infinite loop stuff like that. We also want to be able to mix it up. Don't just focus on one thing, because after a while it's going to be harder and harder to get approved, like for that one thing. So remember, there's a bunch of ways, different ways to make money out there, and I just want to share with you some of them. So if you're in that little thing and it's like, man, I didn't get approved for whatever, but here's some additional ways to be able to make easy money that don't affect your checks and stuff like that. So Varo, for example, they're offering $35 to spend 20. There is no checks hit on that. Nationwide offer expires in about a month now from now. But if it's something you definitely want to take advantage of, super easy, fun. Join Vero, earn $35. I have a link to this offer if you're interested in it. You can hit a screenshot, type it into a new tab, hit the QR code, or always hit my email at churningadventures@gmail.com for that. Groundfloor, they have made a video about how to profit with their notes. They're back down. They had $100 offer for putting in 1,000 to invest. Um, Now it's if you put in 100, you get 50. So you get $50 just off the bat. Here's where I'm currently at. Took this screenshot yesterday. I have put some money into 32 different loans. I got $1,000 invested. I'm expected to get 9.3% so far. I've had 3 repay for a total of $70. I've made right now 10.6 APY. So that's really not bad. More millionaires have been made off of real estate than any other thing. Am I saying you're going to become a millionaire from off of Groundfloor? No, but it is. That's my personal money right there. So referral link off this if you're interested in hitting that. There is no checks hit to that. This, I mean, it's fun just to mix stuff up and just to get additional bonuses like that. This one you put in 100, you got to wait 30 days and you get a bonus 50 to invest. And there's that. So I got a link to that if you're interested. The link, the QR code, or you can always hit me up at churningadventures@gmail.com. Another one, investments is another fun way to get in. So you could turn $5 into 20. It's not actually 20. There's a neat hack into there. If this will work, there you go. So instead of $20, it's turn $5 into $40. So with stash investment, that's a really neat thing. Show you how to do that step by step. Had some emails from people saying, hey, they got $50 off of it. So that's really neat off there. So link to that as well. So there's a lot of different ways to make money. Get stash, hit the QR code, type it in, or always churningadventures@gmail.com. All right, so jumping into Amex. Sorry. So jumping into Amex. So they have a new thing called Business Blueprint. If you've never heard of Business Blueprint, I didn't until recently. So here's a huge hint in this game. New names can mean new bonus opportunities. I don't remember what it was. I think it was Amex line of credit or Amex business checking line of credit. It was something, but it was not Blueprint. Blueprint is something new with them. So new names mean new bonus opportunities. And here's my Amex business checking account. So these two things go hand in hand. So Blueprint is the awesome thing here. Here you go. Business line of credit. Earn $250 with Amex business line of credit. If approved, verify your bank account on or before 8/31/23 and earn $250. So that is super easy right there. It is available nationwide. It expires 8/31/2023. Here's the link to this offer here. It's kind of long, so all the links also for mentioned in this video are in the description box down below. So QR code. You can always email me churningadventures@gmail.com for that. So here's what it is. In order to get this 250 bonus, be at least 18, have started your business at least a year ago, have a FICO score of at least 640 at time of application, and have monthly revenue of at least 3,000. So all businesses are unique and subject to review and approval. So to be eligible, limited time offer, it's between 6/1/23 and 8/31/23. If your application is approved, you add and verify your funding primary account on or before 8/31. We'll deposit $250 into it, which is, I'll tell you a really funny story about that in a minute. So quick application, flexible access, term length option 6, 12, or 18 months, straightforward fees. All right, so when I clicked on the link, you can either log in with American Express or create a new account. What I did was logged into my American Express account, and I definitely recommend opening up a business checking account first, which is an ongoing public offer with 30,000 MR points. I'll show you about that. So here's what that looked like for me. So I got the 30,000 points, redeemed for deposits. That turns into $240, and I did that. The superpowers. So if you have any Amex card that earns MR points, your Amex Green, Golds, Platinums, either business or personal, doesn't matter. You earn MR points, instead of cashing them out for like, I had the platinum card and I cashed out 60 cents per dollar. That was kind of weak, but I didn't want to keep another year of $6.95 annual fee. So the superpower for this bank account is you can cash out your points into this account and get 80 cents per dollar, 80 cents per point. Previous cash out rate was 60 cents per MR point, so that's huge. So 30,000 points turns into $240. So in order to get this, the only thing you really need to do is you need to transfer 5,000, and you got to do 10 ACH transfers. Basically, that's the easiest way to do it. And as a high school math teacher, last time I checked, you can do 10 times 500, and you'll meet both. There's a 5,000 requirement to have in the checking account and the 10 transaction requirement. So I made a full video on this explaining it. Basically, you make $240 for basically transferring 5,000. If you do it 500 at a time, then literally the money just got to sit there for 60 days and you get the points, and that is a really neat account to have. So I did this bonus last time. I did get a hard pull to my credit, but when I went in through the Amex account, I did not get any hard pull. I have like every single verification out there. I got the Chase Credit Journey and the Discover and Unified Bank, and pretty much every credit union you have, they have their credit monitoring, SoFi and all that. None of them said I got a hard pull. So did not get a hard pull by going in through the Amex checking or through my Amex login. So here's the funny thing about this. So when I clicked the next button, was I put in how much my business makes monthly or annually, and then so for the last one, the only thing I had to do was I got approved, number one, and then number two, I had to link a business checking account. So I linked my business checking account from Chase, and even though I had two Amex business checking accounts, I had the normal one and the Cabbage one. They paid my Amex bonus into my Chase business checking account, so they still have that info. So that's all I really needed to have there, and then hit continue. So I fully expected to get a pop up. So I applied for the Amex Gold for the 90,000 point and the $200 statement credit offer, and they hit me with a huge pop up. Bam! You are not eligible to get the sign up bonus. You can still apply for the card, but you're not going to get the welcome bonus. Even though I never had a personal Amex card, and I keep getting offers for the business gold. Anyway, so I fully expected a pop up and a rejection notice since I received a line of credit bonus a couple of years ago, but I really did not expect what happened next. Congratulations, your business has been approved for a credit line of $32,400. Wow. So that is my biggest limit so far. I have one credit card personal through Amagi that's got almost 30,000, which I've only used twice. I needed to spend $1,000. I spent $500 on my electric bill. I spent $500 on my water bill, and I got that bonus. They haven't had that bonus since. So, nonetheless, here's the terms on this if you're curious. So, 6 months, 2,200 in fees. No, thank you. 12 months, 4,000 in fees. 18 months, 6,500 in fees. I have zero intention of using this credit limit, so to me, it's just a $250 bonus, and it did not require a hard pull on my credit this time. So, bank account bonus central verdict. I love when American Express changes the name of one of their products, and that makes you eligible to get another sign up bonus. Amex is very generous to new customers, and I'm happy to sign up and tell others how to do the same. Take advantage of this offer. I mean, I fully did not expect to get approved and get a $250 bonus, which will pop up into my account fairly soon. So, that is how I accidentally, completely unexpectedly did what it took to get a $250 bonus. No hard pull. That is awesome. So to me, one of the funnest parts of this game is getting fed like my friend the bear back here. Fish is jumping right into his mouth. So that is awesome. So I still do have comments off for these videos, but if you have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, or criticisms, hit me up, churningadventures@gmail.com. I'm a high school math teacher on summer break, so I have a lot more time to get back with answers to emails and stuff. Love answering your questions. And finally, so today's question is, how do we deal with how dark this world is? I mean, it is really not hard to see. You open up a newspaper or you click on the news, this world is a dark place. So what's a great way to deal with how dark this world is? So today's scripture is John 8:12. Jesus spoke to the people once more and said, I am the light of this world. If you follow me, you won't have to walk in darkness because you'll have the light that leads to life. That's a phenomenal scripture there. Next one, Psalm 119, 105. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. So whenever life feels dark, Scripture is an amazing place. And going up to Jesus, He is the light of the world. Looking at what He says, Colossians 3:16, one of my favorite scriptures says, "Let the words of Christ dwell richly within you." He is the light of the world. So phenomenal stuff there. If you have any questions about how to follow Jesus, definitely got a link in the description box below from Got Questions. They say you can't take anything with you to heaven. Well, I disagree. There's only two things. Well, one thing you can take with you that's the people that you invite with you. I want to see people be spiritually free. I want to see people be financially free. And nobody can be spiritually free if you're dealing with addictions. Online pornography is a huge problem out there. I mention this in every video because it's a huge problem out there. I am an affiliate for Covenant Eyes. I have a description box or a link in the description box down below. Use my link, get your first 30 days free. So this is something that will benefit you and your family. So if you're still here with me, appreciate the video. If you like profitable content, like the video, share this with anybody who would be able to benefit from it, and subscribe with bell notifications so you can be amongst the first to learn about such profitable opportunities. And with that, look forward to seeing the next one. Peace, and may God bless you.